going out there? This is Feature Mind. And so I came across some testimony about the moon situation when they said they went there. So I believe this individual had something to do with that documentary. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon, but he was on this show being interviewed, and he said he had access to some testimony from an eyewitness, and he has a list of like 17 people that were present during the filming of the moon situation when they said they went there. And he said, yeah, that was a studio actually that all that happened in. And he has like the location of the studio and like a list of people that were present. And yeah, it's some pretty interesting information to check out. Look, I'm going to leave a link in the comment section and the description box. But let me break down some stuff for you real quick, because it's about an hour long interview or something. So I'm going to just do a quick breakdown. So basically, yeah, this guy seems to be making these claims that he there was a confession from somebody on his, he is about to pass away. He pretty much spilled the beans on everything. And I don't know, like you would think this would have been recorded or something, right? I don't know. He seems to have the documentation though. And he has quite an interesting testimony to bring to everybody. So the way he's making it sound is like he pretty much has the evidence. Now, I don't know if, as far as that confession, I would like to actually see, like, I would have thought he would have recorded it or something. But whatever documentation he's claiming he has, I guess, would probably be just as sufficient evidence as a documented testimony. I would have to see the documents he's talking about, but he said he tried to bring this to the attention of a lot of major alternative media personalities like Alex, you know who, and Joe, you know who. I can't really even say their names on these platforms because, but anyways, he tried to bring this information and wake them up because they're like the biggest voices in the alternative media space. And what this guy is saying is basically, if he can reach, he's saying it's the responsibility now for everybody to come get this information and wake up and snap out of it with your moon stuff. And that would have to include outer space stuff too. Once you realize the moon stuff, once you catch that and that deception, then you can wake up to the rest of the deceptions. But start there, get the information, and he's calling on the whole alternative media space to start snapping out of this whole thing. You gotta realize that there's something going on here with this whole space stuff. And we got some serious evidence now, he's saying. So we got to figure out what evidence this is he's talking about and start figuring out what to do with it. Because if this is what he say, if this is groundbreaking stuff that he has now, like the location where it was, and the people, he said some of the people are still alive. And he actually tried to contact an individual that was on the set. He had even brought up Stanley Kubrick or whatever his name is, and he described how basically they made them like film it. They had to film the landing through like a projection screen or something. The media was forced to they didn't get a live stream of this whole thing, and that was on purpose to reduce the quality and make it. That's why it was such. The footage wasn't very clear, and they did that on purpose, I guess. So yeah, he has a lot of information to share with everybody. Like I said, link will be in the comment section and the description box. And he said it's time for everybody to wake up, because once we wake up, and once the people wake up, at least if everybody can get on the same page in the truth community, that would make a big enough of a difference, I think, to really get things going. He's kind of saying so, because once people realize that, oh wow, they're really not trustworthy when it comes to the science that people are, and the people in charge. It's like, wow, you guys straight up got us with that one, huh? The whole world, you kind of got the whole world with that one. So when people come to the realization that, oh, they can, on that large of a scale, they can come up with stuff and make stuff up on that level, then you start to, the world will start to see, okay, what's really going on here then, and people can stop being, because that's the problem with society right now, is that there's the general public just, it's like at least half or more, somewhere between 50 to like 70%, maybe even more, are kind of asleep, like big time. So it's like, that's the reason why this world is like this right now, is because half the population or more can't figure out when they're being lied to, including a lot of the truth media. It's like these people just can't figure out when they're being lied to. That matters. You know how much of a difference that would make if it was the opposite, and like 70-80% of the people could tell when they're being lied to. They're like sharper people. You can't just fool them and say, hey, come here, I got something to sell you, or I got something to tell you, or they wouldn't be falling for all that stuff. When it would be much, if the people were more skeptical and knew how to critically think, and they question things that are being told to them. If 80% of the people, 70 even, was on them like that, this world would be way different. The system would be way different. Corruption wouldn't be able to survive, because people would be on top of things too much. It would just be like impossible to get away. You can't just say anything and trick people. That's what the problem is now. That's why this information is so important. People are like, what does it matter? What does it matter? That's why it matters. Because when people wake up, everything changes. The system changes. The corruption can only be in charge of us as long as people are allowing it. People are allowing all of this. They're supporting it. People are supporting this. They support what's going on because they fell for it. They didn't question it. They didn't look into it. They just go by whatever they're being told on bought and paid for media and bought and paid for authority, which is all connected anyways. The general public doesn't question anything they're being told. Once they can pull stuff, once they see how easy it is to trick the general public, they're going to keep doing it and doing it more. They're like, oh, just comply and everything will be over. People are just, they don't get it. And that's the problem with society is just, once people wake up to this whole, to this whole scam, I think a lot will start changing. So check out this moon testimony, and come back here. Let me know what you think about it. Let's try to figure out like what all is this guy holding back. Like it sounds like he's making claims like he has some serious proof that everybody's been waiting for. So we gotta break this down and figure out what all information does he really have, and let's maybe start getting that information out there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you'd like to support this channel, I'll leave a link in the comment section and the description box. You can help keep this channel online and going. I'll also leave a link to my other channels. I have 3 channels. Please subscribe to them all. I'll leave a link to my social media. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Feed Your Mind, signing off.